Hi guys, welcome to my revival. And some of you know that I am part of the Mommysaurus 100-day challenge, where you take 100 days and you take on something that maybe makes you nervous or scares you or intimidates you. And I chose menu planning. Menu planning, maybe with more extensive details in mind than some do. Things like your macronutrients, the amount of grams of sugar for the day, all that stuff. I felt overwhelmed by it. It was a lot of information and I was avoiding it. But I will be needing to go to eat regular food again soon, and I need a plan. It doesn't have to be this plan, and it can change a bit on the fly. I think I'm learning it might have to, what's the word? Adapt as I go. I will be just learning this from the ground up at the start. But there are things I can do. Excuse me for bobbling. I haven't got a steady overhead cam right now. There are things I can do to begin to put some things, in perspective, not necessarily set in place, but begin to get things in order maybe. One of the things I want to say first of all is if you haven't seen another channel that's in this challenge, the Nearly Organic Noshing channel, she's doing Clean Healthy Mama and Fly Lady. So if you're interested in one or either of those, you might want to go and check her channel out. She's been really faithful about uploading about it, and not like me, but so yeah, you might want to go and check her out. Oops, sorry, I moved you again. So what am I looking for in menu planning? Well, quite a few things. I know what my personal macronutrient numbers should be. I know the type of diet I'm going to need. And recently I took a metabolism class led by our exercise physiologist. And he said some really interesting things about what to eat when that's best for your metabolism. And I thought, well, that's interesting. And one of the things he said that really caught my attention was when to eat heavier proteins and carbs sort of around your workout, which then I guess there's the sort of, they call it the golden hour, either the 45 minutes or an hour following a workout. For instance, you're still burning calories, so that's the best time to load up on protein and carbs, like 25 grams of protein and maybe that much of carbs. I mean, if you're going to do carbs, I'm saying. I know a lot of you might not be doing carbs, but I'm going to be doing carbs. So I was paying attention to the best times of day to eat them. And so I thought it was interesting how he went on to say, if you're going to spend the evening, for instance, after dinner, and you're going to be sitting down, you're going to be watching a movie or watching YouTube, or maybe even something like sewing, where you're sitting, you're not moving about, having your workout, doing your a big amount of gardening or something like that after you eat dinner. And he said that's the time when you want to eat low carb, lean meat, green type vegetable, not heavy starchy vegetables, lean meat, green vegetable, low carb meals. So as I began to think about it, I talked to my husband about it, and we've made a decision to plan for low carb meals at dinner every day for that month I'm trying to plan. So I sort of started there. I figured if I put down low carb dinners first, then I could decide on the lunches and the breakfasts and the snacks. I'm ultimately going to aim for a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner, 3 meals, and an AM snack, and something I'm calling a PM snack to make it, you see, here's my AM snack, PM snack. I'm calling it a PM snack. It's going to be an after lunch snack that I won't eat past like mid-afternoon. I'm going to make it, instead of having dinner and maybe a piece of banana bread after dinner, I'm going to have lunch and maybe a small healthy piece of like a banana bread or a bagel or something after lunch. That will be the last carby type thing I'm going to eat if I'm going to have one. The last one I'll have will be the after lunch PM snack. I've made that decision. So my dinners are all going to be on the lower carb and probably lower fat side. So I just decided today, I had bought this calendar, just a big old desk calendar, and I bought it because of the lines, because I thought, well, I can use 2 lines for breakfast, 2 lines for lunch, and 2 lines for dinner. That's my husband's name, Gary. And I could just cram the snacks up there and give them one little section. So this way, for instance, if he doesn't like chickpeas, so if I make like a chickpea Buddha bowl or something, like he doesn't like the way I make this, where do I have it? He doesn't like the way I make this chicken salad with the cashews and the grapes and stuff. He doesn't like it. So he likes turkey Italian sausages. I don't. So I'm just sort of deciding, or if he wanted like a roast beef sandwich. You know, we don't have to eat the same thing every day. I'm just trying to plan for ease. For instance, I'm planning things I know we eat and I've made several times. I've made the chili, I've made the taco salad, I've made the seasoned salt pork chops, I've made this tomato thyme chicken, all of it. So anyway, I haven't made all of it. Got distracted, sorry, but I'm making sure to pick things I've made a lot of. I had a Susan's chicken taco vegetable soup. It's very low calorie. It's just some chicken with some vegetables and some broth. But it's really, really tasty. I really liked it when I was on the diet, when I ate 1 meal a day. I've never tried this one, braised turkey and Asian vegetables. That'll be one, but I've made spaghetti sauce on zoodles before. So all the dinners will be low carb, and I'm going to work from there. I'm going to make sure to, at some level, have protein of some kind, of some amount, even a small amount, in every meal and snack throughout the day, because protein does best at working for our satiety to make us feel satisfied and not run so hungry. I just wanted to show you that yesterday I spent many hours on an app getting my macronutrients and numbers right, but by the time I got to trying to fill in a day's worth of food to play with it, I ran into issues. Things like fish broth. They had one, but you know what? It had like 700 sodium or something in it. Well, what if I was using homemade fish broth that was just fish bones and stuff simmered in water that I didn't add salt to? So that's not an accurate sodium read, right? So it was just so hard. So until I get a little better at that, I thought, why don't I pull out this calendar I bought just for this purpose to just start playing? It's time I start playing, people, right? So I thought, okay, I will write down all of the low-carb dinners I'm interested in first, and then I will branch up from there. For instance, on a day when I know we're having my really low-fat, low-carb, sort of just clear, brothy, but good, hearty vegetable soup, Gary has this tortilla pizza he likes that's got turkey pepperoni, mozzarella cheese, it's got some olives on it, It's a sprouted tortilla, and it's a really healthy, only 4-gram sugar pizza sauce, but you would rank this fattier than some things we'd eat. But on this day it would be good with such a low carb healthy soup. You see what I'm saying? So we want to be able to have things we enjoy and make sure we're eating healthy too, and low carb dinners. So I just thought I'd pop on here to show you I'm working on it in sort of a fun, not so stressed, overwhelmed way. None of this is set in stone. When I go to do his macros and mine, these two might not work well on the same day, but I figure by beginning to pick the meals, they can move around the board. If I can move the taco salad. I put it here because this meat and vegetable sauce on zucchini, this taco salad has beans. It could have a baked sprouted tortilla that's kind of crumbled on top, so that'll have carbs in it, and it feels kind of hearty, you see. So I'm trying to combine things like that. I haven't even gotten to the breakfast or the snacks because I got tired. Been doing this for 2 days. I'm excited because I think this way of approaching it, at least at the start, is good for my brain. The app one, non-technology queen, this was not gonna fly easy early. That'll do well when I can put them in as I make the recipes as I go, I think, or something like that. But anyway, I thought I'd pop in, say hi, hope you're all doing well, and just share that I'm working on my 100-day challenge, and I actually really enjoyed sort of beginning to spread out my notes into an actual month. See, I took May because it's already passed, so I could just play with it, mess it up, erase it, all of it. Anyway, I hope you're having a great beginning to your week. Happy Father's Day to fathers out there, and I will get back to you soon.